Do you feel like you have so much tasks to do but never enough time to finish them all? Or do you feel like you're always studying but never get the results you wanted? If you do, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Yana and I'm a sophomore uni student. And in today's video, I'll be showing you 10 different ways to get your life together and study smarter. It's important to establish a routine that you do every day to build your habits, create order in your life, and avoid overthinking. Here's a simple routine that I'm trying to do these days. Meditation in the morning helps you relax, be grateful, and stay focused on your goals for that day. Meditation doesn't have to be long or extravagant. I actually just use this 5-minute video and meditate in bed once I am awake.
Imagine positive energy coming into your body through the top of your head. As you breathe out, imagine that positive energy flowing through your body.
For breakfast, I usually don't eat anything if it's school days, but I try to bring some snacks with me, like a biscuit or a protein bar. If I don't have school, however, I try to quickly make some pancakes or whatever it is in the fridge to have a light breakfast. Establishing a simple but effective skincare routine is always a must to make you feel better about your skin throughout the day. Try to research about your skin type and see what works the best for you. If you're a bit older, then you can also try using light makeup to freshen up your appearance. Here's a list of brands I love using just in case you want to know. This usually just means that I'll be attending classes and studying on campus. But since I don't have school today, I will be taking down notes and catch up on some tasks that have been piling up. I actually thought of this video idea because I am so behind in everything and wanted to put a guide for myself as well to actually stop procrastinating. And I'm done with my notes for this one. One thing that I've actually been doing after I finish doing my notes is compile them, go to this website called studypool, and sell them. You can actually sell and earn up to 300 US dollars with your old course notes and up to 5,000 US dollars monthly as a student. You can sell class notes, lecture notes, your old practice quizzes, past exam study guides, and even old homeworks. And it doesn't even matter if it's handwritten or typed up since they accept both of these. Your study docs can range from science, English to more niche ones like HRM in the public sector or even astrophysics. They also accept any languages and not just English. So here's how it works. First, you have to sign up using the link in the description box and make an account. Then you'll have to simply upload your documents. Once uploaded, you'll have to wait for your document to be approved. Once your documents have been approved and publicly posted, you now have to wait for it to be purchased, since you only start earning once people buy it. Lastly, you can withdraw your earnings using PayPal, Western Union, Payoneer, and many more. Each document sold is worth up to $10 and you can sell the document more than once. So imagine if 100 people bought your one useful document. That's already $1,000. How much more if you uploaded multiple subjects and different practice tests? Really, there's no limit to what you can earn. And as a broke college student, I love having this as a side hustle since it doesn't really require much labor because I'm already doing these notes anyway. I can also repurpose the notes that I've done before so they don't go to waste. Study pool really just shows how easy it is to earn and at the same time help other struggling students with your course notes. So if you're interested, check out the links in the description box and start earning. Oftentimes, we feel a sense of dread when waking up early in the morning, which affects our mood for the rest of the day. So, why not start mornings with a positive energy? For me, it's always a delight to make my favorite drink to start the day happy and productive. And of course, I gotta have my matcha for today. However, you can also replace this with other drinks you like iced coffee, fruit smoothies, or even an ice cold water. This one could particularly be hard, especially if you're so used to doom scrolling first thing in the morning. However, what I like to do to avoid it is playing some songs that put me in a good mood and even watching calming YouTube videos. As we all know, we also have tasks outside school. For example, doing groceries, doing the laundry, running errands, and more. So it can be difficult for us to keep up with everything that we need to do. However, a whole list of tasks from different parts of our life, may it be school, personal, or social, can be a bit overwhelming. So categorizing them into different categories will help you see which one you need to catch up on. For me, I use the categories school, personal, work, and social. You can do this by writing your tasks in a big piece of paper and divide it into 4. Or you can use some online resources like Notion or SmartTask and assign properties per category. Breaking down a hard task into small tasks makes you realize that this task isn't so hard at all. You just need to do it step by step and you'll eventually finish it. This is just a fun little idea that I have thought of, but essentially, you're gonna count the tasks you have for that day and make a whole taskbar in a piece of paper. For example, you have 6 tasks for that day. Make a progress bar that covers 6 blocks of work and fill it up with color once you finish your tasks. That way, you can see how much progress you've done and be motivated since you only need some more push once you've done most of it. It's basically a visualization of the work you did. Imagine seeing multiple filled up progress bar after some time. Doesn't that make you feel like, oh, I actually worked so hard? Or, I managed to do this much work before, so doing another one will be easy. There's a lot of tools on the internet, so you have to utilize them. I know some of you will say, why are you using AI? That's so bad, Yana. But what you need to understand is that AI in itself is made to be a tool for our lives to make it easier. As long as you aren't using generative AI and literally copy pasting it and claiming it as your own work, then there's really nothing bad in utilizing it to work smarter. For example, sometimes I use AI tools for grammar checking my papers to ensure that I don't have any grammatical errors before passing it. You can also use AI to check if your paper contains plagiarism. Although not every AI is accurate, so take note of that. And you can also use AI to do some practice tests. Some AI tools will let you send some information or your notes to them and they can make practice tests for you. Aside from AI tools, there's also some free note-taking apps that you can use to do digital note-taking. Personally, I use Google Docs for all my digital type-up notes. I often emphasize the need for different study methods because different subjects make you study it a bit differently. And today, I'll share 3 methods I use for studying. Basically, what you're gonna do when you're reading a long text is that read the conclusions first. That way, you'll have an overview of the whole text. Then move on to the introduction to read some more information. Then proceed to reading the whole body itself. Sometimes it's really hard to start a reading because it's so long. So by doing this, you're reading effectively. Time blocking is basically a technique where you break up your day into different time blocks in order for you to finish a task during those blocks. For example, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you have to do all your morning rituals. By 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you have to start working on your science project. Then by 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., you have to start doing your notes in English. It goes something like that. This is one of my favorite study techniques ever. Basically, all you need to do is pretend that you are teaching a concept you'd like to learn to someone unfamiliar with it. For me, I usually pretend that it's a kid. That way, you have to break up the lessons into smaller parts and explain it in a way that is simple but comprehensive in order for the kid to understand it. After that, identify the gaps in your explanation by going back to the study materials. Did you explain it too complex? Or did you miss a concept? Then try to explain it again, this time in consideration of the gaps you missed earlier. When I need motivation, I often just watch my favorite study YouTubers. They give me so much motivation to do and get my stuff done. Often, I also watch study with me videos or even work/cafe ambience videos to help me get in the mood to study. Here's a list of my favorite YouTubers so you guys can check them out if you'd like. This is completely optional, but some cute school supplies help me when studying. I feel like studying is so much fun when you have pretty things around you. It also helps me feel like I have to do well because I have so many cute stationeries, you know? Here's a list of my favorite stationery brands that has aesthetic and cute stuffs. And here's a list of the stores where you can get aesthetic stationeries. This is so cliche, but when people tell you that
you just need to go outside or you just need to go touch some grass,
sometimes it can actually be true. Sometimes we feel trapped in our own homes, and not seeing the outside world makes us feel isolated and sad. For me, I realized that the world is so much bigger than the thoughts inside my head. Life is tough, and we all know that. So why not take a breather, go for some nature walks, and breathe some fresh air? Try to appreciate how the trees look, the cool breeze of the wind, and sometimes the people around you as well. You can schedule morning walks every now and then in parks or anywhere where there's an open space and greeneries. At the end of the day, what you really need to do is change your mindset. Instead of thinking that,
oh, this is so hard, I can't do it,
think that you can. Be delusional. Be confident. Believe in yourself that no matter what task you need to do, you can finish it all on time and do great. Most of the time, we procrastinate not because we're lazy or the task is hard in itself, but most of it contains of the fact that we feel overwhelmed by the weight of the tasks. We feel like we need to have a perfect output and feel pressured to do so. But this shouldn't be the case. What's important is you actually start doing it. Don't wait for motivation or the inspiration. Make it. Search for it. Do what you got to do to find that spark in you. Because if you don't start anywhere, then you'll get nowhere. You'll end up cramming and possibly not get the result that you want. However, if there are times that you physically cannot do something because of your mental or physical health, learn to forgive yourself too. Take some rest that your body needs. Don't stress out because if you fail this time, there's always going to be a next one. And what's the point of crying over something that has happened? Learn to reflect on this experience and use that to improve yourself next time. And lastly, I want you to know that school is not everything. Trust me when I say that there's a lot more in the world than just studying. Your world shouldn't revolve around grades, exams, and papers because life is so much more than that. You will meet more amazing people in the world, you will get to experience things outside school, you will do a lot more than just being a student. So it's okay to know your responsibilities in school, but don't forget to enjoy your life too. I've been a study vlogger for a while now, and while I try my best to help you guys be motivated, I also want you to know that you have to enjoy life without thinking about grades in school. I don't want to promote toxic study motivation because that will make you study for some time, but it will burn you out in the long run. And you don't want that. But yeah, that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and let me know in the comments if you have any video ideas that you'd like me to do. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye! 머리를 빗는 이 빗소리 밖엔 비가 오나 봐 들리는 빗방울들이 땅에 떨어지는 소리 전해지는 좋은 탱고 대체 뭐야 너는 비법이